Hello, you beautiful people. It's been a while, a couple of months, or less, in case you consider my Deerwood update video, but I don't. So I've been planning to do a few unscripted videos, trying a new format, talking about topics unrelated to FNAF, while yapping about my personal interests. And I'm definitely planning to do that, but I guess we're starting off with FNAF anyway, so today we're talking about the problem with Five Nights at Freddy's fan games. And oh boy, are there problems. So, in case you're somehow unaware, Five Nights at Freddy's has a fan game community that's been around just as long as the games themselves, so more or less a decade now. And when I say there are fan games, I mean there are thousands upon millions of fan games. So much so that the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's himself, Scott Cawthon, started a project back in 2020 called the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative, where he would pick a few fan games from the community and would essentially fund them into official spin-off games, allowing them to be ported to consoles, be sold on Steam, have merch made out of them, other cool things. And this all sounds pretty great, right? I mean, not a lot of communities get to do this, looking at Unity. So what is the issue? Well, about 4 to 5 years ago now, the fan game community turned into a competition. It essentially spawned its own gaming industry, where everyone was trying to be the best, or the scariest, or in some cases, the most photorealistic fan game. For some reason. And I think the issue started with FNAF YouTubers. You know, there's a lot of content creators that cover fan games, whether it's a let's play, review, or even a stream. They've all contributed to make the fan game craze even more popular. Hell, there's a lot of creators that base their entire channels off of FNAF fan games, because there are so many that they can just keep making videos on them. And you know, it's pretty cool. I mean, it helps creators develop their own audiences who look forward to their future projects, whether they are related to FNAF or not. But the issue is, a lot of creators started making fan games for YouTubers to make videos on them. So now developers are actually looking forward to YouTubers making videos on them, and that's the only thing they really focus about. Because, oh, Doggo will play my game, I'll get popular, and then people will start following me, and that makes me cool, right? Now, bear in mind, a lot of these creators are also very young, so it's not that deep, but I still think it's worth mentioning. Now, the real issue, in my opinion, started with the fanverse itself. You see, alongside announcing the fanverse, Scott mentioned that after all of the games are out, and if they are successful, he will consider adding more projects to the initiative, which the fan game community took as, oh, I can make a game to pitch to the fanverse, so I can make merch off of it, I can make money off of it, and I can port it to consoles. Isn't that cool? And soon, this issue grew into a full-on competition where people were just trying to one-up each other, making the most unique and original and best-looking fan game. And somewhere along the line, they also started making photorealistic visuals. Like, oh, isn't it so cool that Freddy has so many teeth now? What, you're making your design intentionally scary because it's a horror game? Pfft, you are so for scary. Let me show you my superior design that is totally kid-friendly. And you know, it's not all bad. Some of these games are pretty unique. If you have dementia and have not played the other 20 fan games that do the exact same thing. And that is implying that the game even comes out and doesn't get cancelled 2 months after its announcement, which is usually pretty early in development. In conclusion, fan game creators have just lost their way. Fan games are not a market. They're not a competition. You're not making any profit off of your projects. And if you are, that's illegal. Don't do that. At its core, fan games are passion projects. They are literal fan art. They are games made by fans for fans. They are a way of sharing your creativity with the community while also showing appreciation for a franchise that you enjoy. I'd much rather play a short hand-drawn fan game rather than a big, ambitious 2 hours photorealistic game that is unlikely to come out. And if you really want to make your game so unique, then just make it original. There's nothing wrong with making a FNAF inspired game, as long as your game doesn't contain any copyrighted material like characters, locations, or music, you'll be fine. But regardless of these issues, I think you should go and support these creators. A lot of them are putting a lot of time and effort into their projects, and it's all for free. Don't go around harassing creators and bullying them over making stupid decisions. It's much better to criticize them and help them improve with their future projects. So I guess that's all I had to say. Hopefully this will be my last video on Fangames. I'd much rather talk about other topics like Luigi's Mansion or Sonic or other things like that. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I hope you all have a good day.